Hey, Walter, thanks for joining us today. So last week, Terra's UST took a drastic plunge, losing its dollar peg and completely shaking up the crypto market. The incident also exposed the weaknesses in algorithmic stablecoins. If this is all new information, don't worry. Our head of digital assets, Sean Farrell, released a crypto update video as well as his Crypto Weekly report. So we'll link those below. But here we are, 1 week later, and everyone's waiting to hear from Do Kwon, the co-founder of the Terra Luna blockchain, looking for plans to salvage the ecosystem. And as of recording, UST, which is meant to maintain a one-to-one peg to the US dollar, is still trading well below that mark. So Walter, what are the current updates?
So since our last crypto chats, Do Kwon and other members within the Terra community has proposed several ways of moving forward, the most prominent of which was posted on the governance forums by Do Kwon a couple of hours ago. And in this latest proposal, Do Kwon proposed a fork of Luna in an attempt to preserve the community that Terra has built. However, the proposal has drawn criticisms from other industry heavyweights. This is mainly because the new chain, called Terra, with the older chain rebranding to Terra Classic, prioritizes Luna holders who are predominantly institutions over UST holders who are predominantly retail and have historically regarded Anchor as a relatively safe savings platform. So while I think there's definitely value in the Terra community, perhaps forking for a new chain is not the best way to preserve community value. Instead, there are plenty of existing IBC chains that may pose as a good platform on which to rebuild. Terra's old ecosystem was built entirely around the premise of their algorithmic stablecoin UST. So if UST will not be included in this newly forked version of Terra, does the fork still make sense, especially if there are other existing blockchains pushing for interoperability that might serve as a good substitute? I guess the answer is we'll see. I think on a broader note, though, the UST Luna blow up over the last week, has drawn strong attention and criticisms towards the algorithmic stablecoin model as a whole, even from people like Vitalik himself. So although the consensus now is that purely algorithmic stablecoins are experimental at best, there will be founders pursuing these algorithmic stablecoin models simply because of their superior capital efficiency.